for blessed Gambia. The more we work together, the more we celebrate. The more we come together, the more we celebrate. Come on, let's get together. There's a place I love to be. The Gambia, the Gambia.
A date for your diary. Gambian Fashion and Exhibition Weekend. Designers are welcome to register interest. It's all about raising awareness of the fantastic work being done in our community.
Award night, fashion night and exhibition of top class only. This event is sponsored by Gam Designers UK.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Xale, juk len. I'm Mariama.
And I'm Kine. And as you all know, everybody likes to go back to Gambia in December. So today we're going to talk about our previous trip to Gambia with Sam and Musa. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us, man.
So we want to start with because we're all born here. So when was the first time you guys went to Gambia?
I think the first time I went back home was when I was 9 years old. Either 9 or 10 years old. That was like my first holiday even. So yeah.
Me pretty much the same, but I was 14, so in 2011, that was the last time I went to Gambia. It was my first holiday as well, so yeah.
What was it like when you guys went? Did you enjoy it? Or?
Yeah, I had lots of fun, but it was just a bit, shocking, like stepping off the plane. Like it's not what you're used to back home in England, So like there's a lot of sand. Like I wasn't even expecting like sand on the roads and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it was very eye opening. But yeah, man, I had a lot of fun. Got to see my family for the first time and stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but my first time ever going to Gambia, I hated it
as well.
I hated it.
How old were you?
I think probably about 7 or something.
I was 10.
Is it?
Yeah.
I hated it because it was literally every day just going out to see family members. Like we didn't go to the beach. We didn't like the things I'm able to do now. Obviously, because I'm older, I wasn't able to do before. So going back home, back in the day, it just I didn't like it.
It was like a chore.
Yeah.
First time I went was actually the day before Eid, so it was Eid, and then we like woke up. Well, when we first got there, it was pitch black. There was no electricity. Everyone was hugging us. We were like, "Who are you?" And then like they killed the sheep like in front of. It was horrible. My brother was throwing up the whole day. Like, is it?
Oh yeah, literally like I helped them kill the sheep.
Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed it though.
Oh my days.
That was a good experience to have, especially at that age. Like I was young,
because it's different as well.
People my age in England, they're not used to this thing, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think when you guys all went, you guys were much younger than when the first time I was 14. I was doing more touristy stuff, but I still see family. But having my freedom this time was much better. It was much better. Yeah.
How many times have you guys been since?
I've been twice.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
what about you?
Probably like 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
How many times have you been?
That was my 8th time going.
When you were 7.
In between.
What, just recently?
Yeah.
Wow, you know.
I think this is my 4th time. One of the trips we went, we left my brothers there. Best trip ever. It was so good. But it was interesting. But do you see a difference like when you go now compared to when you were younger?
You probably definitely see much more though.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Like it's nice to see like a lot of like businesses, like new ones especially, and especially like the old ones as well. They're slightly developing now, so it's nice to see that change. But like in terms of like the infrastructure and stuff, the houses, like everything's still the same.
Pretty much the same. I mean, there's more estates and that being built,
100%,
and everything. But apart from that, it pretty much just feel the same as when I used to go back from when I was younger. So
I thought there was going to be more of a difference though this time I went, because when I went it was like 6-7 years ago. I thought, okay, Gambia's going to be much more different than it was, but then it was pretty much the same. But that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
it was pretty much the same, but it was still good enough. Yeah, therefore.
Yeah, compared to like when our parents go back, because I remember the first time we went back, my mum hadn't been for like over 10 years, and it was very different for her. Like she didn't recognise whatever. But now when we go back, it's like, oh yeah, look, it's the Gamsa Tower or whatever. Like you recognise where you're going. And how do you find like getting out and about? Like drivers, or do you get taxis on your own and stuff?
Oh my god, apprentice. Getting around is like, once you spend your second week in Gambia, it's easy. It's like you know the roads, you know where to go, you know when to go left, when to go right.
It's true.
But yeah, you guys know I was living. I was in Lamin. I was in Lamin. Everyone else was more central, innit?
Each other, like, more combo sides and everything. I don't know. I feel like that whole taxi culture though, it's like a different experience. I feel like when you go to Gambia, you have to do it
by force.
Like, because it definitely shapes your like trip.
Like, I couldn't like get the 8D taxis.
Really?
Is it? I had to force myself to do it.
Really? I had to get the.
It's hard.
All the time.
And it costs money because they bump it up like $100 extra or more.
It's so funny, like when you ask them to pull over, how much is it? They'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it cheap for you. And
they give a mad
$100.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, that's how you do it.
And like, you have to make sure that they understand you're Gambian. Don't charge me tourist price.
Exactly.
But the thing is, they'll know. Even if you try to do all of,
they just look at you and they know you ain't from here.
Like, about Gambia as well. Like, I don't even have to speak. I can wear the same clothes, but they'll still know I'm not from, like, obviously I'm born in Europe. Like,
I don't think it's a bad thing at times, because I feel like because of that, they do treat me a bit differently.
They do, but I think the craziest thing is like when you're here, so much like, where are you from? Gambia. I'm Gambian, and then you go there and you're not even a Gambian. Like it's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird. Like
about when like mixed race people go to like an all white.
Exactly.
Go to all black.
You're divided between two like cultures and backgrounds.
I really know how it feels. Like, because it does feel like some people like they judge me in a way. You're not really Gambian.
Exactly. And
I don't like that, because I've come home to feel
like with my people, I'm here with you lot.
Being made to feel like an outcast, it just
it is weird.
Sit right with me. I mean, I understand, but
to be honest, I don't understand that.
Is it?
I think now I get it, because obviously I'm not born there, I've never lived there, I never went to school there and stuff like that, and some of my morals maybe and stuff doesn't align with theirs, so I guess in that sense I'm not 100% Gambian, but at the same time, like, we eat the same food, we speak the same language, I look like you, like
I don't think it takes away from you being Gambian.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
In London, it's very
it is
like Gambia. Like,
it is
like Gambia. So
I think they don't know that maybe.
Because
when some kids go and when some kids go, they're like, oh right, you speak Olaf, or oh right, you eat this food, and it's like,
like
you don't know.
We're like in touch with our culture.
Like here, we went to Dara, we were little, we went to Gintes, we did all of that. Exactly. Like it's the exact same thing. So, but it's nice here as well that we're aware of our culture, because at least when you go back, it's like like a breath of fresh air. Like I can feel comfortable to an extent. Like all these Gambians.
What's it like for you guys when you go back there? Because obviously we both know that Wolof isn't like your greatest strength. How does that make you feel?
You go first, man.
Like you said, like it's just like people are always judging me in a way, you know. But at the same time, it's nice, you know, like they're just intrigued like about you, like where you're from, who you are, you know. They just want to know like more about you. And this is the thing I tell people about Gambia, like people are like friendly, you know, smiling, cozy, you know. People want to get to know you, have conversations. So in a way, like I like it. But like at the same time, like I said, like it's difficult, because like, for instance, when it came to like getting taxis and stuff, one off's not like clear, so I had to get town trips. The cheaper version. So yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me as well. I was having this conversation with someone in our circle. He said that I think this is when all of you guys left, and he said, you know, you're not really Gambian like that.
What?
And I'm like, bro, what do you mean I'm not Gambian? Like, I'm Gambian, bro. He's like, nah, bro, you're British, like you're black British. The thing is with me, I hold my black British with pride.
Most definitely.
I'm a very proud black British like man. You get what I'm saying? But I'm still Gambian at heart. So when you tell me, like you can't speak Wolof properly. It's like, come on, man. Like,
it's a low
I'm
blow.
Gambian, man. Both my parents are Gambian. I eat like
Gambian food.
Gambian food. I know about the culture inside out. And they're telling me I'm not really Gambian because I didn't go to school here or I
don't really speak the
like I'm a Londoner. I'm Londoner at heart. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Gambian.
At the same time,
I'm Gambian.
Yeah, I don't think it's right for people to tell you where you're from. It's kind of like, well, who are you to tell me this and that, if you know what I mean? So, like, it doesn't make, like, when I go back home as well and they're telling me, oh, you're Tubanga, or you're this, or you're that, simply because my Wolof is the same as yours. Like,
it's the worst.
I don't think that's fair, because at the end of the day, how do you think that makes me feel, if you know what I mean? So
it is weird. And I feel like the whole tribe thing as well, like, as soon as you say your surname, they're like, oh, you're this and that. Like, here, growing up, tribe didn't mean nothing to, like, I didn't, exactly, like, you're just Gambia. So when you're there and it's like, oh, my surname's Jeng, oh, you're this, like, what? Like, it's just, I think it's bizarre.
But that's another problem as well, because obviously I speak Wolof, my mum's Bandinka, and I don't speak Bandinka. So when I'm around her side of the family, I'm made to feel like even more of an outcast because they're calling me, what is it, Surwa, whatever, like the Wolof child or whatever, and it's just like,
nothing is ever enough. Exactly.
They're degrading, but it's like, they don't mean it, but it's like...
to them it's normal, innit? But to me, obviously, I read too deep into these things, innit? So I'll get offended. I won't show you, but I do get offended. So.
But they're insensitive to that kind of stuff. It's like, they're sensitive in different ways. Like, you'd be joking or banterous and they'd be like, what? How can you say that? And you're like, I did it, literally, I don't mean it like literal. So
I seen wolf or something. It's okay.
It's so weird. Like, they can attack you from different angles. Like, it's really weird. But
I think that's not beauty of our culture, but that's a part of it that kind of like makes it different from the rest. Because there's a part where like someone can insult you in a jokey way. I'm not trying to condone it or anything, but that's just what it is. Do you know what I mean? They don't mean it like from like a
from a hurtful place. But then it's like the first thing they say when they see you.
Not even hello.
Oh my god, like, you can't wait, like,
one of my drivers, innit? Like, obviously he was a taxi driver when he first picked me up, but then obviously I got his number. You know how it goes.
Driver.
Obviously, we was having a conversation and he was like, okay, like, so which one of your parents are white?
What?
They think I'm mixed race.
What?
They think I'm half white, like, but then they don't understand that, like, I'm far from that. I was like, Gambian.
Like, where did that even come from?
Like, oh, which one of your parents is white? Which one of your parents is white? I'm like, wow.
That is so
what I
funny.
don't understand is we have so many different diverse tribes there with different skin tones.
How do they treat you? Live with them every day.
Like the fullers and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But then again, I
there's people lighter than you.
Your complexion as well, and maybe the way you were dressed at that time, he's definitely thinking you must be from a different.
That is so funny.
That's
crazy.
Gambia,
that was funny. I was not even lying, man. My man was like, oh, what? Oh, your parents.
I feel like I'd actually be like, what?
I paused for that.
You should have run with it and just
I should have run with it, man. Honestly, man, that was funny.
But then they would treat you so different because, like, I remember once we went to Sheraton, and because one of my cousins has a mixed race daughter, and I have another cousin that's like full Gambian, and they priced the kids different and stuff like that. It was such a big argument. Yeah, like, because she's mixed race, she got priced, there was like kids free, and then the other one, because she, so it's like, even though we're all tourists in a way, we still get divided.
100%.
We're from Gambia.
Remember New Year's Day when we went out and we wanted to go to that, I don't even want to mention the name of the club, and they were charging us $1,000, but then the non-Gambians were getting in for free, like the tourists. And I think I think that was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I think that's the first time I'd probably seen it like first hand, and it just made me so angry because there was nothing I could do about it.
It's crazy.
There was nothing, and I was just like, and apparently it happens all over all the time and stuff.
Yeah, it does.
And
I
like,
just don't think it's fair.
Even when you're walking through Senegambia, like, it's just white people in every single restaurant, like
the Arabs
all
and
their priority, like, they're sitting there, and then we just like kick to the back where there's like green mamba and like like in the back. So it's like, I don't understand, what does that even mean? Our money is the same money, like, I don't get, like, it's
but just, in their heads they're probably not thinking that their money is probably like weighs a lot more than your money, so that's what it is. But then you have to look at the history behind it, like,
can you really blame them about
it's the whole
that's
mentality.
what I'm saying. So I feel like a lot of people in Gambia, where their mentality is, it's just not where we'd obviously,
it's not progress.
So
it's definitely
that's probably where it is.
But is it like our responsibility to go there and be like, oh, this is like look at it from this way.
Why do we have to?
True.
It's okay to educate, but we can't necessarily go back and say you have to do this, you have to do that. I mean, obviously we're all Gambian, but the fact that we weren't really born there, we can't really go to someone else's country and tell them you got. All we can do is just give out suggestions. And
they don't like listening to us though.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing.
They're like, oh, you think this is Europe? Like, oh my
it?
days. Even like police officer, like they stop the car and you're like, why are we stopping? You think this is Europe? I don't need to give you an explanation. Like you kind of do. It's like, and then, like, I didn't even bring up the fact that I'm not actually Europe. And then,
remember we were in 2015 and I almost got arrested, kind of.
yeah,
Like he was asking me to bring out my ID. Over here, we don't need to. No,
we were literally just walking through Senegambia. Yeah, we were just walking through. Yeah, I've known. He just
And then
stopped
I
us
told
and
him
he
I
was
haven't
like,
got an ID. He's like, oh, why are you not carrying an ID? Don't you do that in
No,
Europe?
I can't lie. I feel like that's police all over. They're foreign, like they abuse it.
Of
Because like in the ends, like you get me, like you have police stop and searching. Random. You have that sometimes. I feel like police should do that.
But I feel like it's a lot worse
If
in
you're a police
Gambia though.
officer, they just want to abuse.
Hey guys, so we're going for a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.
Yo, this one for a blessed Gambia. The more we work together, the more we celebrate. The more we come together, the more we celebrate. Come on, let's get together. There's a place I love to be. The Gambia, the Gambia. Fun and sun right by the beach. The Gambia, the Gambia. All this love, come share with me. The Gambia, the Gambia. Land of peace and prosperity. The Gambia, the Gambia. It's the only feeling that can make you strong. This is where you and I belong. Dance to the rhythm of the beautiful song. Come on.
A date for your diary. Gambian Fashion and Exhibition Weekend. Designers are welcome to register interest. It's all about raising awareness of the fantastic work being done in our community.
Award night, fashion night and exhibition of top class only. This event is sponsored by Gam Designers UK.
Welcome back from the break. We're still here with Musa and Sam having a conversation about our trip to the Gambia.
yeah.
the bribery.
Exactly, it's the money because they're so used to it. Yeah, it's like I think it is. Yeah, like
in
proper
Africa in
corrupted. Like
general.
because I think the core of it is police don't get paid enough money anyway.
So corruption is bound to happen.
Yeah,
which
so-
I'm not condoning it, but I understand why it happens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still not fair for you to do that to your own people just for your benefit.
Apparently the pay is bad.
Bad, yeah.
Officers in Gambia, like it's not good at
The
all.
austerity in like Africa is just crazy.
It's another level. It's weird because
Between the rich and the poor.
exactly it's so
it's
massive
just
and like no one's helping
You
anyone.
guys agree? Like I feel like in Gambia, yeah, everyone's not really. Okay, no, you have the poor, yeah, but a lot of people are comfortable.
It's because you always have somewhere to eat. You're always gonna have
always
somewhere.
got something
Yeah,
to eat,
like
I reckon
you have somewhere to
always
sleep,
have
stuff
something
like
to
I think
that.
it's because like country's small
Yeah.
as well, like that plays a part in that.
Yeah.
And,
But maybe that's where you are when you're in Gambia, because when you go to like other places like Badibu and stuff,
I feel like Eastern Gambia is like it's a bit like mad, but
there
I
are
feel
people
like,
there that are comfortable.
I haven't really ventured out into deep
Outside the court.
You
we
should,
only
it's
stay in the West.
interesting.
Yeah.
we only stay in the West a lot of the time. 'Cause
Yeah, this trip I didn't get to like venture out because usually we go to my mum's village in Badibu and that is an experience. You won't even have reception on your phone.
Yeah.
You gotta use the hole to go to the
Yeah,
toilet,
yeah,
like, It got to a point where I think last time I went I was 12 years old. Like there were like cockroaches and that. I couldn't use it. I had to use the potty at my big age. Like
That's a humbling experience.
yeah.
That's a humbling
Even
experience.
their rats, like
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I go to Banjul because my grandma lives there.
can't like Banjo's a bit of a humble experience. As
I
well.
don't know what kind of capital city it is. Yeah,
like that properly.
that capital city.
It's like 6-7 years ago.
Is
Apparently
it?
It's mad. Like
It's crazy. Like literally one time, like last time I went, there was a crocodile came up because it was raining. A baby crocodile came up in the whole thing. And I was just like, people actually live like this. Like it's so
That happened
crazy.
though.
and to be the capital city, like
That's the saddest part. Like I just feel like it's so neglected. Like when you go
Because
there,
of what Banjo used to be like back in the day, it was the place to be apparently, according to my parents anyway. But now
everyone
I don't even
moves.
like being in Banjul for no more than like an hour. Like, I just feel like I'm in the proper like.
It's true. I don't like
Banjul is the ghetto.
People there are even aggressive. Like, people are different there.
Real
But,
city.
I don't know. When I stay there, I do like it because there's still a sense of community because
your family's there.
Yeah, and people come in and out and all that stuff. Like, even though they come at like 8 a.m, it's so annoying. But it's still like, I don't know. It's just different compared to London. London city life is different to Banjul. So it's different. It's a different kind of struggle. Like, it's just crazy.
Growing up here in London, it's just.
I can't lie. I love growing up.
Me too.
I love growing up.
I do, but I feel like for me there was a point where, you know, with all these stabbings, they've been going on for time in it, but I feel like there was a point in secondary school where I was just hearing of it left, right and centre from people that I know as well, and it kind of just made me feel like, do I really want to grow up here? Like, do I want to bring up my kids like in this area and stuff? So, and it's too cold as well.
It is, yeah.
But I do love like London in general. Like,
when I go outside London, I can't stay, man, because I'm like, where's the sirens? Why the shops closed at 6 o'clock? Like, it's just everyone's asleep, gone in their house and stuff. So it's very different.
But that's the beauty about going back to Gambia. It's completely different because where my mum stays, like, it's so quiet, like so desolate. But when I come back to London, even my small little estate, police sirens wake me up 6 a.m. in the morning and stuff. Like, you see the change completely.
I can talk about London, like growing up in London, in the city forever, like, because I loved it, man. You could relate to that. I might have lost like some of my boys and whatever, to what happens in London, but I love London. London is like if you make it in London, you can make it anywhere. Yeah. Honestly, if you make it in London,
I do feel like it's one of the best cities in the world to live in.
No, definitely. I feel like the only city that can really compare to us is New York.
Oh yeah.
In terms of even just like
New York,
culture, like infrastructure, everything. Like
from the music to the food to like how diverse it is.
Everything. That's why London and New York, they always like interchange. But like London, if you can make it in London, you can make it anywhere.
Definitely.
Like, it shaped my character 100%.
It does, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Do you think you'd be different if you lived in Gambia for a couple of years?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Right.
Would you, if you could go back?
I feel like I feel like I'm more humbler, you know.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'll definitely be humbler.
If you had the opportunity to, would you?
It's a tough question because I'm 50-50 because I love growing up like in London and I feel like everything happens for a reason. So it's like I was meant to stay in London and go to school. So, but I would have definitely like enjoyed to like go back, like especially after hearing like everyone else's experiences. You know, they enjoyed their time in school there. You know, I would have definitely loved to.
A lot of people that I speak to that have actually schooled in Gambia say it's probably been one of the best experiences.
They say
I feel like I've missed out on that way.
Yeah, I do.
By not doing that.
My school life here was just amazing. So lit. I love my school life here, man. I wouldn't replace it.
I wouldn't change it for the world. But
I wouldn't change it. But it's nice when people have friends back there as well. Like
that's the thing. I feel kind of
like we have to have each other. Like oh, come to my house party. You're like oh okay.
I'm like oh man.
That's the thing when you go back home, everyone is so nice and friendly. You eventually, even if you're there for like 2 weeks or 10 days, whatever it is, you'll meet someone out there.
And with the help of social media as well, because Twitter has a massive Gambian community. People from everywhere,
Sweden,
wherever, America, like
Norway.
So then, like stuff like having the tweet meet there was really interesting. Cause it's weird because you talk to people and you know people of their Twitter name and all that stuff. But then when you meet someone, like oh my days, like what? Or someone calls your name, you're like what? Me? Like it's so weird.
So they couldn't move about that.
It's weird. I mean, everyone went, Mariam is Tio. We're like, oh my days, like it's like that kind of thing. Do you feel like we benefit more in this day and age from social media going back home?
Most definitely, like the world in general has benefited from like social media and like globalization in general because like it's literally like made the world smaller. So like everyone's able to connect so much easier. So yeah. Definitely, I'd say it's a big advantage. You remember back in the days when your mum used to send you shopping, calling cars.
Oh my god! Then it took home, and they used to run out quick.
Got Bible.
That's not growing up in like Hackney and Haringey, the multi-coat.
You know what
I said it out.
Exactly, quick. Like,
oh, I saw that at that shop.
Go to that one, innit? Oh my gosh.
The rain, you know.
And it's because the calling card. I feel like the calling cards, even when you didn't use it ran out, so you have to go and get more.
They'll run out in like an hour.
Yeah. So definitely Viber and stuff has saved everything.
Viber.
WhatsApp now. Yeah. No, Skype had its moment for a bit. Skype.
I still use Skype. Like,
they do.
But you see, I feel like because of that's why the tweet meet was able to happen as well, because you know, so many people were able to come to it because we were being connected.
That first one looks so good because we missed it. We missed
I know,
it.
none of us you were there, but you didn't go.
That looks so good. Everyone on the beach, tug of war, like it looks so good.
The football match,
the football match is good.
Quite a few people turned out.
The football match is good because.
Unfortunately, we didn't win the Outons.
It was the Outons versus the in people.
By one goal, wasn't it?
I don't even know. But
it was 2-1, I think.
I don't even know. I can't even lie. I feel like we didn't take it as serious. So we didn't take it as serious.
If we did, we would have thrashed
them. We would have
won
if we did.
Like, we didn't even have a start.
You two didn't play.
Mohammed.
Big boy.
Next time we know what's at stake in it, because the way they were so happy that they won, it was like never again. I'm finished. We were too busy eating shawarma in the corner. We didn't even watch the game.
I didn't watch the game.
Oh my days.
Unless I heard like
it was nice, and it was in a good location. Like it was a nice location,
everyone could.
And it was like free. There was 3 of them, I think. Because there was New Year's as well on the
we
beach.
went to like the bonfire. That one, it was more of a chilled kind of vibe. We were playing games here. You didn't get to make it, did you? No, but Musa was there, innit?
African timing. I think we missed the mid.
We just about made it. As soon as we got there.
We were there first. We got there and it was like, where is everyone? Yeah, it's 5 minutes to 12. Where is everyone?
It was nice, like the view of like the fireworks and everything.
It was a whole new experience. Like here, you wouldn't be on no beach watching fireworks.
Yeah, definitely.
It was really nice.
And watching BBC One.
You're a big that is so true.
So I know I definitely would go back and do it again.
I think we need more events like that where everyone can socialise.
I feel like we need more than Senegambia.
Yeah, it's so annoying because legit, like everyone knows I hate Green Mamba, but it was you'll find me there every single night. I'll be there every single night, and it's like we need more because even to get a seat we'd struggle. Like we have to get one chair, can hold it.
You say that, but it is slowly developing because. Say for instance, when I went in like 2013, Green Mamba was like the only spot that was there. Oh really? It wasn't like no free chicks and none of the other
all these other places and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and apparently the spots always change every year anyway.
Oh yeah, they do open up.
For the past 2 years, it's been Green Mamba.
Green Mamba stays like
the main.
Legit, Green Mamba feels like Stockholm City. Like there's so many Swedish people there.
It's just that there needs to be like more places in Senegambia. There needs to be more Senegambians around.
The traffic is mad. Like,
and it doesn't necessarily have to be clubs and everything.
Everyone likes to sit around. Everyone likes to
food is a big like. So many people, especially after going clubbing, you go and search for food. But that's another problem as well. Like for me personally, my experience there in Gambia when it comes to food, rubbish.
It was not good.
Absolutely rubbish. I probably only went to one decent place. So I feel like we need to, you know, develop the food standards when it comes to Gambia.
I remember New Year's when we went to that place and then we had that pizza that tastes like nothing, like literally. And then your burger.
I didn't want to and
her burger, she was like, oh, it's cold. They put it in the microwave, came back, it was still cold. Like, it was stuff like that we need to avoid.
Food was a slight issue.
And it's crazy because when you're going back, you're like,
expected it though.
That's crazy.
Sad. I don't think we should.
I feel like homemade food.
Yeah, homemade. Nothing can ever come up.
But take away that.
Obviously, when I went, I was like, okay, because I was like, this ain't England, so obviously it's not going to be. I made a mistake of buying shepherd's pie, never again. It had pastry on top. Like I don't even have to explain it, but it was a shepherd's pie.
It was. In Gambia, I get the simple basic.
You have to, that's what you have to learn.
Exactly. Ingredients and stuff come back.
Or you have to wait like an hour and a half just to get your food, which
like the customer service
it's not good.
Is poor. Definitely like needs to be developed. Like I feel like there needs to be like more training.
We're just gonna go on a quick break, but we'll be right back and continue our conversation with Musa and Sam.
A date for your diary. Gambian Fashion and Exhibition Weekend. Designers are welcome to register interest. It's all about raising awareness of the fantastic work being done in our community.
Award night, fashion night and exhibition of top class only. This event is sponsored by Gam Designers UK.
Welcome back from break. 100%.
More policies in place, maybe. Like,
yeah,
because things a bit more strict or something.
I feel like right now, like the transition Gambia is going through with president. I feel like that's just a transition period. Literally, he is a transitional like president. The next person is gonna come there.
Me.
Active.
Hopefully me. You ain't Gambian. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but I don't think any of us could actually do that because we're born here.
Wait, so?
I don't feel like you're allowed, because it's like here, if you want to be prime minister, you have to be born here.
No, but they don't have those
rules. I think they do.
Trust me, the way them people behave,
they're not even gonna want.
They're not gonna want you there. And then they're gonna be like, you think this is England?
You think you're better.
Exactly. And then when you try to bring laws, who do you think you are trying to bring this in? So
this is Europe.
Exactly. And they're trying to improve it, but they don't get that. I think that's the core. Yeah. And they're so against us even having suggestions. Like, I never bring up the fact I'm from UK, but that's the first thing everyone says. Like, you think this is Europe?
It's like, but what they don't realize is at the end of the day, I have plans to come home as well. If I want to raise my children here, I need to make sure they have a decent future. So if that means not just for me and the sake of my kids, but for the country in general, if I want to help improve things, who are you to stop me?
I think that they should seize the fact that all of us love it so much. Like, people are educated here, people have big plans. Like, if we actually went back, we could create opportunities, we could partner with like great people that are there, because there are people there that are like good at what they do. So
most definitely.
maybe one day, because so many people are like, I want to go back and live, like
No,
we can do it.
A lot of educated like people our age. I feel like from 20 to 30 there's a lot of educated like
millennials basically.
Oh my god, so many like, so many educated people. I feel like we slightly need to clear up like all the
just let them finish. Let them clear.
Sorry. let them do their thing and then we come
in. No, but we're gradually getting there because people are creating their own opportunities. Like, because obviously everyone's like, there's no opportunities here, but when you create your own, you can help people.
Gambia and Africa in general, there's so much potential and opportunities. Just like people need to go out there and make things happen. So
but I feel like it's the responsibility of like the state and the government to make sure those
100%.
opportunities are put there in place for these people,
especially young
make
people.
The most of it. Because I know 100% know it's not easy out there.
It's not.
It's definitely easy.
I mean, it's hard here too, but it's a different kind of hard, like
different kind of struggle.
No, but you need to speak it up. Because they think that life is just
easy.
Listen, I'm struggling.
To this day, from my trip, my finances are still struggling.
Literally
like,
recovering.
Exactly.
Because, like, it's not easy here. They need to understand that.
They need to understand. And I feel like they don't understand. We're going on holiday, so obviously we're going to bring new clothes. We're going to bring nice stuff. We're not going to come looking raggedy, because then you're going to be like, is this what it is?
But even if you do, you still get kind of like judged in a way. So now I don't care. I just go with it.
At the same time, like, we're there to enjoy it.
Exactly. I came with pocket money.
That's kind of contradicting yourself.
Yeah, it does.
You feel like that. They feel like, but this is your home.
Exactly.
This is your home.
Why do you have to
so
do
much money and whatever?
But then at the same time, people come to me and they're like, I have a doctor's appointment. I need what? Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, it's just like, and you can't sit there like, I don't have money. So then you give it, and then they're like, well, she has money.
Nice, so me when I go back, I ain't got night. My
biggest excuse was I'm a student. I'm a student. Oh my day. When I was like, I'm a student, someone was like, then why are you here? I was like, wow. So it's just different. Like, they do look at us in that kind of way, but we have a different lifestyle.
One of my cousins was like, you're the original iPhone. I didn't even have an iPhone at the time. I had an Android.
When I see that, I'm like, this iPhone, I don't even own it. I'm paying the contract for it. Like, I don't even own it. Like,
you don't even own
it. We don't even own it. So I don't know if it's us that sold this facade of I've got this and that, but
I feel like some people do.
Some people do it. Yeah, some people do it just for that.
And I feel like there's no need to stunt it.
No, you can just enjoy.
I'm not saying like obviously it will come across like in a different way, saying like if I would say if I'm saying what I'm saying, it will come across in a way like who's that stunning Gambia? There's no point of me stunting. But like honestly, it's your home. There's no point to stunt.
And everyone's humble. No one's watching.
Exactly. No one's watching you like that. Yeah. So, it's like, different.
All of the Europeans and Americans are coming over. Obviously, everyone wants to meet whoever they want. They want to bring their nice clothes and that. But a lot of people do the most. I haven't seen it a lot at all. Like, I've only seen a couple of people, but there's no need to stunt in Gambia, man. There's no need to stunt. Man.
Yeah.
There was this one time we went to Coco Ocean. This guy came out in like this really big Versace gown. I'm thinking, son, it's like 40 degrees. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like.
Yeah, there are some people that do that, but I think with us, we ain't got time for that. Like do you know how much I look forward to that holiday? I'm like, I can sleep, I can eat. Like, I'm not really trying to show my Gucci bag or whatever. Like,
I don't even have
I barely slept in Gambia.
Really?
Because people wake up early.
Early. Do you know what it is? It's the mosque. It's the mosque, and then the animals, and then the kids, and then the people. Everybody wakes up. Yeah.
I like 12 we up. Is it?
Like, I'm usually up early here in London, so over there we're going out and we're not coming back home till 5.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
My body's used to waking up
At that time,
7,
yeah.
So I'm like getting like 2 hours. It's crazy.
We're lucky because we had an apartment this time, so we could sleep.
AP.
But when you're in a family home,
apartment.
not even one mosquito. I didn't see one. I didn't see even one mosquito. Like air conditioning, that's the way to do a holiday.
That
I
was
think,
quite
but
nice, definitely.
But then you have my maids getting up, coming into the house.
Exactly.
My dad like at 8 a.m.
But that's the nice thing about it as well, though. Like, but it's nice because you wake up, you ain't gotta do the bed.
I like it.
I make sure my room is clean.
Do you think that's another thing as well? Like, because I feel when I eat, they're like, no, just leave it there. I'm like, no, I've got hands and legs, I can take it. I'm just like that. I'm not doing it because that kind of discomfort. Because my mom's like, oh no, it's all right. Like, they're not gonna think, oh, she's like
taking the mic.
Taking the mic. But at the same time, I'm like, I can heat up my own water. Like, it's
I'm
like small stuff like that. The unnecessary stuff like that.
I'll put on the kettle for tea. I put on the kettle for tea, and they're like, no, like,
like I do it all the time. Like, it's okay.
Like, when like family finishes eating here, and London, it's like
I'm the one who takes.
Have to
take the
newspaper. But then I'm doing that Gambia,
you know.
That Gambia, like first couple of weeks, they're like, no, stop. Like, to the point where sometimes they think it's a bit disrespectful.
They want to do their job.
But no, I want to help out.
I don't like that because I've seen some maids get treated like crap. Like,
I was gonna say that there's been like this sort of debate that's been coming up on Twitter how a lot of people think, I don't know whether to refer to it as the maid culture, can actually be seen as slavery. Anyway, what do you guys think?
I think it depends on, because you get paid to do your job. It depends on what.
Some people don't though.
Okay.
And some of it is voluntary,
that's
some
different.
of it is involuntary. So
I feel like
obviously it depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation. Because if you're doing it out of your own will, then that's when it becomes an issue. But when you're there, like, I'm here to help, or I want to do my job, then it's a different type of thing.
House help. Like,
I
don't think slavery.
No, that's a bit. Maybe it's a reach to an
I guess
extent.
it depends because if you think about it,
Gambia,
some people are though, because some people actually don't get paid for it and they're kind of forced to do it out of their will. So
if it's a that's
in
still
that sense, it is.
Modern day slavery.
The question is whether a lot of it is slavery or a lot of it is actual paid work.
I haven't seen slavery.
You never know unless you're actually there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, my experience. I mean, my immediate family, we've never had anything like that.
Because we're speaking from our like.
Exactly.
From where we see.
What I have seen, sometimes I do feel like I don't think it's right for you to treat that person like that. But who am I to step in and tell you, unless you're getting ready to murder that person? How do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a part of the culture that needs to be not changed but maybe reconsidered when it comes to other people being treated in a certain way that they shouldn't be treated in.
So maybe if they introduce like some kind of law or rights for an actual maid, because I know they ain't got no rights. So I think that's what it would be. But it's a luxury. I mean, it's a luxury because when I come home now, I'm like, I'm back to washing dishes and cooking my own food and stuff.
How's the women's rights in Gambia though?
They now have
actually International Women's Day
yesterday, and I actually watched the First Lady had some parade thing. People were happy. All these female police officers were there. Like, it's so nice for our day. So it was nice. But they just introduced, what is it? A female. I can't remember. But it's like someone in the government that's there for like female rights and stuff. So hopefully they do their job.
It's getting
better than nothing.
100%. Because we have all these organisations.
Loads of other countries. Because they turn a blind eye to women's rights anyway. Like, and I can say like in Gambia, I've seen so many households where women run the household. So
African women in general.
Exactly.
Very powerful.
Exactly. So for you to like not even acknowledge it, like one day is nice to celebrate.
I feel like Gambia. there is something very good coming for us, though. I feel like in the next 20
it. It's
years,
been a long time coming.
I feel like we're gonna be like the next Rwanda. Like,
we need it.
Be a very, very like popping country.
Yeah.
You feel like it's us that needs to like be a part of the change.
Yeah, I feel like it's us.
We can be.
I also feel like like the generation like just above us. I feel like they know as well. Like they also know what's on. Like I feel like they know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's good coming for us. Like I feel still.
I feel like we deserve it. It's been a long time coming.
And we're more, I don't want to say woke, but we are more aware of all the stuff that we can do and
like
stuff.
Gambia, we haven't like we've suffered. We have suffered, but compared to
other like war and stuff like that, innit?
Calm, like we're good. We haven't been through so much. Like,
we like
I
peace.
can't speak on it. Obviously, I was born and raised here, but we haven't been through as much as other African nations.
It's a peaceful place to be because when people are like, oh, people get kidnapped and ask for ransom in like Nigeria, so I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, I'm like.
The main things I do back home, the peace. Where I'm from, like we're living in like London, like the streets.
I feel like we're more at risk here.
That's what it feels like.
I'm looking behind my
shoulder. Exactly.
Back home, I'm free.
You know, we can go like as girls, like in it moving,
Exactly. The only thing I'm actually only scared of, like jokes aside, is like the juju. Like. Like the walking on the street at like 4 or 5 a.m. it is a risk. Whoa.
It is.
I don't even think about that. I'm literally walking through the village like with just my like flashlight on my phone, like just walking normal.
For me it's the lizards and the bugs and stuff like that. I cannot deal with.
When they spit on you like
No, Unka is the worst one because I've never seen that in any other country except for Gambia, and I don't even know what it is, but
there was a time I was in the shower. This was when I went when I was 12 years old. I saw one. I did not care. I had to run out naked. I was so scared. Like.
But it's funny because when I'm there, I'm like, people actually live with all of this. Like, people live here. Like, that's why when I sit and I'm like, I don't think I can live here. To that extent, I'm like, people adjust. But then again, when it's what you know,
you get used to it.
Because they will probably come here and be like, how do you not even live here? Like, kind of thing. So
at the end of the day,
it's interesting. I say that to them all the time because there's a lot of people that are like, what I would give to go there, or I'd rather be there struggling than struggle here. Do you know what we're struggling? Like, it's a different kind of struggle. Like the weather, the economy is very.
Even the racism here and everything. Like, there's a lot
they don't understand that.
Racism in London, it's not as prevalent. Outside,
it is. That's because we're grown up in a multicultural, diverse environment.
Outside London, though, the surrounding areas, the cities,
like the small towns, it's long. Even the cities outside of London, they're not too bad. I feel like up north it's
the worst.
But like South England now, it's calm.
We are better off here, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my days. But we were going to talk about being called a semester. Do you guys find there's anything wrong? Like, do you like
to be honest,
mind it?
I was going to bring this up earlier. I don't really like the term.
I feel like it's used in a derogatory way. I don't know if I'm sensitive.
Semester,
I don't know if I'm too sensitive, but
it doesn't bother me personally. Like I even
like it. Like, what is the definition
of semester?
I first heard that term this year actually.
Is it? You didn't hear about it before?
No.
I don't know if it's because of the recent tweets I saw like back in January, December, where whenever I did see the term semester being used, it was to bash the semesters in a way. So I was just
like the N-word.
But I think when older people use it, it's not used in that kind of way. I don't.
But I feel like the people that were using
but then Twitter's a whole different world.
You semesters need to go home.
I
feel like it's used in a spiteful way. Envy, you know. I don't really like that.
I never really thought of it in another way. I'm just like, okay, Even when I'm talking to people, I'm like, I'm a semester, so this and that. Like, I don't really.
Sometimes it's not, but it just depends how you use it.
Just don't take my Gambian ness away from
me.
Exactly.
Which actually leads on to what we wanted to discuss as well in terms of the popular / unpopular opinions, Gambian edition. So I think I tweeted something along the lines of that as well. Something about you not being able to speak Wolof doesn't make you any more or less Gambian than someone else.
So many people related to that as well.
And then also the tweet that I brought up as well about other terms being used in a derogatory way, like nyak, tubak, all of this and stuff.
Tubak's definitely a derogative one because
I think every
and like I said, it depends how you do it. Obviously, if the actual meaning of white person is you can't take that
No.
away from it.
But it's
like
the way
it's the way how you go around saying these words.
Yeah.
So.
Because
now, even when I do hear the word tuba, it can't. There's negative connotations towards it. I can't lie to you because of how
I think
it's
the word,
to me.
the undertones are just negative.
Yeah.
There's no positives.
There's no positives.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you marry a white person, or like you marry
Tuba,
tuba,
yeah.
do you get what I'm saying?
It's as if like it's like yeah.
Even the nada, as soon as I hear it, automatically I'm thinking, oh, those are the people that don't bath.
Yeah, it's associated with that. Yeah, that's not right.
It's not right. We shouldn't be thinking like that. So I feel like it's these little things. Obviously, there are more important things, but you got to start off from somewhere, if you know what I mean, if you want to make a change. So.
We come from a generation that's definitely more sensitive than previous generations. So if we try to have this conversation, they're not going to be like, oh, okay, is that what you think? They're just going to be like, shut up. Like, they'll dismiss it. But
and I feel like that's another like problem in our culture, and it's the reason why we're a bit like
judgmental.
Hey guys, so we're going for a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.
Only 6 hours from Europe and bathed in year-round sun, the Gambia is the destination for a fabulous holiday.
A date for your diary. Gambian Fashion and Exhibition Weekend. Designers are welcome to register interest. It's all about raising awareness of the fantastic work being done in our community.
Award night, fashion night and exhibition of top class only. This event is sponsored by Gam Designers UK.
Yo, this one for a blessed Gambia. The more we work together, the more we celebrate. The more we come together, the more we celebrate. Come on, let's get together. There's a place I love to be. The Gambia, the Gambia. Fun and sun right by the beach. The Gambia, the Gambia. All this love, come share with me. The Gambia, the Gambia. Land of peace and prosperity. The Gambia, the Gambia. It's the only feeling that can make you strong. This is where you and I belong. Dance to the rhythm of the beautiful song. Come on.
Welcome back from the break. We're still here with Musa and Sam having a conversation about our trip to the Gambia. Oh, Rebel, yeah.
parents.
yeah, because you get dismissed. Yeah.
You know, you get dismissed a lot.
Or you're being told that you're wrong or whatever.
Which how do you not feel about like people saying that Gambians are judgmental though? Because I don't see it.
Do you know what it is? A lot of things that I see people tweet that are like, oh, Gambian people are so like judgmental. I personally, maybe I don't care, but personally it hasn't affected me in the same way like people.
Yeah, but because it hasn't affected you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
I'm asking.
That's
Like, do you like? Where does it
I
come
feel,
from, like?
especially when I go back home, I feel like we are.
Yeah.
There was a time I think I was in a restaurant, and the girl saw me and she assumed that I didn't speak Wolof, and she's there discussing things about me, insulting me and everything, judging me. And I was just like, but you don't even, obviously that's just one example in it. I'm not trying to say, you know, every Gambian is like that, but I've had it a lot. And it does make you feel small at the end of the day, especially when you go back home, because like I keep stressing, this way I want to feel at peace. So
it does make me feel like when I can't speak Wolof properly, it does make me feel like,
does it make you feel
it's like
conscious?
Kind of it's like, how can you not? It's like how can you not? Speak it's like right, man.
And what they don't understand is,
it's like chill out.
You not speaking a language, a lot of the time it's not your fault. And I'm not trying to shift the blame on the parents. Obviously there are other factors that come into it, but at the end of the day, if you're in an environment where the language is not being spoken to you, please don't come and shout at me just because I don't know. I'm not understanding what you're saying. And it's a thing where me personally, I do try, for example, to speak like my mum's language, Mandinka and stuff, but then when I go back home and you're already like automatically shut down straight away, it's just like, okay, well I don't want to speak it then if this is how you're going to speak me.
We first went Gambia. Because in my house, like, I grew up speaking Wolof, so I didn't even know English till I went to school. So my house is always Wolof. So when we went to Gambia, we were so confident. Everyone was laughing at us. They're like, "No, did you hear the way they said that and that?" So then you're like, "Oh, I don't even want to speak it anymore." Yeah, and we were confident. Like, even when, because growing up in London, everyone's like, "Oh my God, they speak Wolof, well done." You go to Gambia and they're like, "Ah," and they're copying you and everything. So yeah, so then,
let me even just say it. Yeah, there was one moment. Yeah, when I just came back from Gambia. A very close relative of mine, innit? I think a cousin. Yeah, a cousin. Like, I answered the phone. Yeah, I was like, "Hello," and then she was speaking in Wolof, yeah, and obviously I understood it, and I was replying in English. She was like, "Oh," obviously she called me to discuss an issue, innit? And then she was like, "Oh, how can you not speak Wolof? Like, you're 21. How can you not
my
speak
days.
Wolof? Like your big age, your whole family can speak Wolof. How can you?" It's like, I was like, no, I'm not, because normally I can take it in, like, the jokes and whatnot. Sometimes it might get to me, but then sometimes it's like, okay, it's whatever, innit? But in this time, she was like getting onto me in a way like you can't,
like it's your fault or something.
How? Like, can you not speak Wolof?
But why is it so difficult for people to accept?
This is all the thing, tribalism and stuff.
Yeah.
In Gambia, like it needs to be like.
Yeah, because remember we went to Green Mamba and then the shisha guy was like, "Oh, you're Sarahula, you can't speak it, you can't speak it." And it's like, what? Yeah, like, we're here to smoke shisha, relax. Like, why are you trying to give me a tutorial? Like, it's just
okay, one.
It's so weird. It's really weird. Like, I just think it's weird. But
what a lot of them don't understand is, if at the end of the day it is the parents that have decided not to speak their mother tongue to their kids, it's because growing up here in this country, a lot of parents think that because you're going to an English speaking school, you have to learn English first, and that's not necessarily the case. It's actually been proven that kids who are bilingual, like who don't have English as a first language, as a second language, when you go to school, you're a bit brighter than the other kids. So I feel like that's what we need to get away from, thinking that your kids just need to speak English alone when they go to school first. That's not necessarily the case. So
I feel like with that sort, I feel like Gambians, we're actually very smart, you know.
Of course, 100%. If you see the amount of Gambians that are doing so many good things up there,
we are intelligent.
Coming up with all these new inventions and stuff.
No, we're very intelligent.
Intelligent group of people that have like potential to do a lot. So we just need to be given the means to, I think, in order to
definitely
the access, man. And like the Gambian schools have educated some smart
people, and them kids are serious about their education.
They're so serious and they're so smart, like super smart. Super smart, man.
I don't know where the system goes wrong then. But then it feels like there's an endless education. Like, there's people that are still like in their late 20s that are still going to school. Like, it's just endless education. So I don't know if maybe all the education just doesn't lead to anything
that's what
permanent or long term.
Constantly going in and out of education to get to somewhere that
doesn't exist.
It
doesn't exist.
Certificates you get in Gambia, like valid.
I don't know. There's equivalent to like A levels and diplomas and stuff. Stuff like that. But I don't know. Actually, they have universities, so it must be. So it must be. So I don't even know, man.
100%.
It's just it's interesting. But we were going to talk about as well. When you guys go back to Gambia, do you take medication for like, or do you get jabs and stuff like that?
Like when I was younger, I used to take like tablets, antibiotics and stuff. But like recently, like in recent years, I don't like take
don't bother,
and I've been fine. So
that's like me. I do it. My last 2 years, I've not taken anything. Touch wood.
You had a bit of an experience, didn't you?
I took my Zopiclone every single day. I still got mad ill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think my body just has to get used to it. Because last time I went was so long ago, my body has to get used to it.
Climate, everything is a big change.
Oh my god.
Even the water, I can't drink it and I get so ill.
No one's supposed to, but everyone does. The type of water.
I love the way it tastes though.
I'm not even risking it.
I don't even know what it tastes like, so
I love
I've never had it.
Really?
I always have bottled water.
Like water up north. I feel like the water in this country tastes like coins.
It has that copper taste. It does.
I hate it. Like,
it does.
So when I go back home, like my mum was like, "Don't drink the water." I'm like, "Yes, mum." Next minute,
I feel like everyone has a story of water, because so many people are like, "Oh, I had water. I was in the toilet for days." And it's like you know the risk that comes with it. So
it's kind of at the end of the day.
No, I drink one just though, because that water at least is boiled and stuff.
I always go to the tap and I fill up the kettle because obviously once the kettle's boiled,
it's all clear.
Yeah, but
I've never had it.
I'll be like Flynn.
That's one thing that annoys me in Gambia. Like the lack of water and electricity sometimes. I get mad.
It's actually so stressful.
I found that like very humbling because like this time like I was staying with like family and stuff, but I wasn't even staying in like a bad area. I was staying in Kensington. But we never had like water for like days. Like the majority of my trip, like the taps weren't working or anything, so we had to go like fetch water and stuff. But like I found that like super.
It definitely is.
So like some of them experiences like you just need to have
in life.
It just shapes your character.
Exactly.
I say that, but I ran away from that because my mum was staying in Musa, but the same thing was happening. I'm like, you know what?
Go to the apartment. I could not do this.
I'm like, I want to like put it to village lifestyle. You know, how my phone died.
She said village lifestyle is gloomy.
No, I'm talking about when I like when my phone dies and there's no electricity for me to charge it, I
had power bank every time.
It will cut off at the
wrong time.
Before I'm about to go to the
and then charge it. Boom. That's why I have a power bar every time, everywhere I go. I have a power bar
because every time my phone was dead,
he had a power bar.
But no, it was humbling because I was working at my dad's farm. I didn't even let anyone know I was working at my dad's farm.
Oh, that looks amazing. That's what
last week, 2 weeks. Oh my god, humbling.
That is good.
Like just his farm was like acres in it. It was acres. And obviously he will send me there in it. At first I was like, because I'll come back from Gambia at like 6 a.m. He'll wake me up at 8. He's like, get up, we have to go to the farm. At first I was like, nah man, I'm getting But then the next couple of days I was like, you know what, this is starting to humble me, because I saw the workers there. I even had to help them and stuff. Nice. So it was like, we'll have a tire like next to obviously lunch and that day. It was good, man. It was humbling still. It was very humbling.
I think the most humbling thing for me, which sounds silly, is there's like 15 of us eating on one plate. If you waste time, that food is finished. Like exactly. And so I like stuff like that because it's like that's when you feel like part of everyone else. So that kind of stuff feels good.
Actually eat 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day here.
No, never.
Nah, breakfast what?
Mad weight.
A lot of people did, because when I saw my brother went 1 week before us. When I saw him a week after, I was like, well, how can you put on this much weight in like 7 days?
Because you know what it is as well, the Fantas and all that we're drinking, because we don't have
everywhere, cocktail everywhere I went was cocktail. In it, cocktail's my drink.
The motor
in it. Nah, forget milkshakes though.
Remember we went to that place and
this guy gave us ice cubes with milk and banana. I don't even. Wow. And it was meant to be a strawberry milkshake. That's the worst part. And then you know the experiments. And we were like, milkshake. And we were like, milkshake, yeah, of course. Hey, you need to learn like the stuff out there is not the same as here, but it's interesting. Like it's a learning experience, 100%. Like even when you go shop and you have like what is it? You know when you take the glass back? Guaranteed.
Yeah.
That
like when I first like found out about that, I was like,
what?
No,
guarantee. It's recycling, which is good. It's good. That's like when I break a glass, I was like, man, no guarantee. Like stuff like that. But
sometimes like. You know in London sometimes you want to pop to the shop and keep the money I'll go again.
Look, there's a lot of shops,
There's a lot of shops here. We can get even like Snickers, but it's like I just want the Kinder. You know the one? Or Starburst.
Oh my days.
And this one, he likes his Milky Bar thing.
I love my Milky Bar.
There was a time on Snapchat, I saw this guy leave his house at like 2 a.m.
to get a Milky Bar.
Like, are you pregnant?
I'll go far.
Oh my days.
Like all the way deep into the top just for a big Milky Bar.
You need to go pound shop and get them fun size things. That is funny. No, they have a lot of shops. Like in one road, it will be like 4 different shops. There's loads.
It reminds me of ends. Like the high road will have like 4
different shops.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's good. Like they sell bread, they sell every essential. Open like every essential is in that one place. So that's the good thing about it.
It's definitely.
It's nice.
So what are you guys saying? Are you going back this Christmas?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Have you not started looking at tickets though? They're still, the prices are still a bit.
The prices will always be high. That's the problem.
That's the
No, but I
thing.
mean, I thought it would be lower because
Right, because it's like
early, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a year, almost a year.
I was thinking, wait,
Buy all of the round ticket. But that's the thing, it's so expensive going back. Like maybe that's
why
why.
it's quite hard for people to go back.
Yeah, especially when you got like 4 kids that you need to take back. You need spending money, everything.
I've got to pay for like me and my brother.
Yeah.
So.
Boy, as soon as I started working,
Yeah. And how was that like being over there with your brother? Because he chilled with us quite a bit.
and he looked like he was enjoying it. Yeah.
Oh man, it's cool, like, cause like it's always been like that. It's like the age difference, like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like I raised him like a son. So he's always with me.
Yeah.
Always try to bring him out when I can.
That's good because that never used to happen to me when I was younger. I didn't really have anyone to take me. Maybe that's why my experience when I first wasn't that
different.
great because I didn't necessarily have someone to take me around like that. So I think it's good because if you ask a lot of the young kids here when they go to Gambia, they don't really enjoy it because they have the same
thing.
Yeah.
My brother didn't want to be there.
So I think it's good if you have someone there that's a bit older to kind of like just take you around and stuff.
And Gambia has so many things, like there's beaches, there's like monkey parks, there's crocodile, there's so many things to do. Like I don't even know how, I never knew about this like until like last year or the year before. Like there's so many things to do, so it's definitely seizing the opportunity.
I feel like this year we need to like plan a bit more things to like get the people together.
Yeah.
Like, more events, activities and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like all the activities and the events and stuff are more for the older lot.
Yeah. It's like cold traditional like stuff.
We need to do things for like us.
It's possible. It's doable because it's very possible. Like
because it's not hard to build connections in Gambia.
No,
especially now with the power of social media.
Exactly. And like people are willing to actually contribute to that or be there because people want things to do. It's like it's not every day
like
just go.
Mentalities changing as well. People becoming more open-minded. It's not impossible.
And
now that everyone's met each other,
exactly,
it's like okay, I can trust this guy to do this. I can trust this guy to do that.
And it's nice because like when you're there, there's no parent like, where are you? Where are you? Like your parents are so happy for you to be there, going out and meeting people.
That's what I realised when I'm here in London. Even if I'm at 10, 11, you're fine. 5, 6 a.m.
No one cares, innit? Or like even when they call, I'm like, they call me at like midday. I'm like, oh hello, and they're like, oh you're still sleeping? Okay, we had fun, but hey,
He was out.
enjoying it. So that's the nice thing about going back. Like your parents are so open to you. I mean, so I don't know if it's a good thing to, because you can really get away with anything when you're there. But then again, Gambia is so small. Someone will see you. Someone will see you. All the power of social media, you'll be on a video and then you know what?
Call me lacking, fam.
Oh my days, I'm dead. We wanted to discuss, why do you think everyone goes in December?
Oh, it's cooler, isn't it?
It is actually
cool,
I guess, but
for me personally, I prefer going in like April.
Why?
It's for me, it's the right amount of people. It's not too many people. It's not too little people, if you know what I mean. And it's not too hot. It's not too cold. For me, it was just perfect. In December, it's a bit too crowded for me.
I can't lie, I might
It's very crowded.
January this time. I was thinking about it. I still need to plan my dates, but it's too crowded.
Traffic every day.
I wanted to go in January. The last time that we went, but like I'm happy I went December.
That's when things get started. There's so much stuff, so you don't want to miss everything as well.
People are there. Depends on the people.
It's true. And like people tend to go home like second week in January and stuff. So
if you're there for like the first 2 weeks of January, I think that's calm. Or maybe towards the end
of December. And
like, would you ever go back the time that you went back? I feel like you went a bit too early.
Do you know what?
He was there early and late. Like, you were there the whole team.
I experienced everything like to the max because I was there mid-December. Like I was there from the 13th of December to the 17th of January. So I got the January part and the December part. But like I was saying, I feel like what we were saying, that if we plan events and stuff, the crowd, it wouldn't bother us as much because now that we've got our own thing, it will be better.
It will be
much better.
It will be good. Would you go for longer next time?
Like last time I went, I couldn't even stay for too long because I had to come back and do some work.
Yeah.
But this time I definitely would like to stay a bit longer, just so I can like do more things.
Yeah.
Because we planned to do a lot. We wanted to go Monkey.
We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything.
It's amazing though.
Senegal.
Exactly. No.
But despite that, we still had so
Time of our life,
much fun. Just from
Time of our life.
The day I'll daydream about Gambia.
You know what? You hear a song and you be like, I used to listen to this.
My God.
Literally.
You know what song is Gambia?
Which one?
No Stylist.
It's
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is.
No
Definitely.
Stylist.
It is.
It's Gambia.
It's actually like.
No Stylist. It's like, oh, Gambia.
that one with Kids Fever, and I think Sicko Mode as well.
Yeah.
It's a Cardi B tune as well. Like. It's that money tune.
Yeah, it was there.
Bad Energy. That one, boy. That one was mad.
No, I would be sitting down looking at my pictures, my videos, like, last week at this time.
Like, it's been 2 months, exactly 2 months, and
I
I'm
feel
still.
like it's been 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Such a long
Even when I was
time.
back, I was like, right, it hasn't even been a month yet, and I feel like
I
it's
feel like
been
I've been here for
ages.
6 months already. I'm literally ready to go back now.
Yeah. The saddest thing is you look forward to it so much, and it comes and it goes so fast.
quickly.
It's like what? Like,
Do you know what's
when we were
when we
there?
were going home on the airport, I was like, I feel like I was just here yesterday.
Yeah, like it's so
And now
crazy.
I'm going back home. I cried on the plane.
It's sad. No, you were there for 2
we were
weeks.
there for 2
Literally, the
weeks,
first week was done. It was like, not even the first week. You enter like halfway through the week, and you're like, we're going next week. Like, it's so sad. Yeah, like, and there's so many things to do in the day. Like, I still have people that I want to visit and stuff. Like, your day goes so
And you can't
fast.
even really get around to it.
Innit?
Doing all these other things and stuff.
No.
It's just.
It's true, man.
It's crazy. But then again, I feel like there's certain parts that I missed home. Like, I miss street lights. As ridiculous as it is, it's so dark in the street. Like, it's so
I'm
dark.
scared I'm gonna step on a
In it, and then some roads,
Yeah.
like, because we had like, there was a Nginte, like, on our road, they add like additional sand and stuff. It's so dusty, like, you're walking like this, like, and then you could be falling, like, and you get car sick because the roads are like roller coasters, literally, like, you're bumping up and down, like, internet as well. Hey,
I can't lie.
all the money,
My day was quick.
yeah, the money goes to.
I got Wi-Fi this time. Like,
Wi-Fi is good.
Like a bundle thing, the little bundle thing. Yeah,
The broadband, yeah. Do you know what's funny? Like, my auntie carries hers around. I didn't even know you could do that. Like, you could take it. I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Like, you could. Because when you go to restaurants and stuff, to connect to Wi-Fi is a myth. Like, it never works. Exactly. Yeah, green number.
I didn't even know they had Wi-Fi.
Oh God, no.
Luigi's.
Luigi's, yeah. Remember we all tried Luigi's. We all tried it. It didn't work.
Exclusives. And then
That one, yeah.
give us the Wi-Fi password.
No, that's because the guy. That's because they were meant to close and the guy made us sit down. No. That kind of stuff I miss. I wish I could take it with me, but and like
It's these funny things, these little funny things that make you like,
and customer
The
service.
funniest thing for me was the mini Tesco Express thing.
Oh yeah! When I saw that, I was like, oh my God,
it.
innit?
You know, I saw it on Twitter.
I saw it on Twitter as well. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter as
That's
well.
someone's album cover, like.
Yeah, I feel like Tesco can see them, innit?
I think so.
Yeah. Just take it down. Like,
Come on.
that is nah.
But no, like, obviously with Gambia, I realised, because like I like flying a lot, innit? Like small holidays and stuff, like European ones.
Yeah.
Like Gambia, like nothing can compare to Gambia.
No.
I don't know if it's because it's home, but like it's just Gambia, like.
And you're just happy.
But even the non-Gambians will tell you the same thing as well. So many non-Gambians love going back to Gambia.
Yeah.
Do you know
love
what's
it.
funny? Yeah, like when I came back, I must have taken train back to like Hackney.
Yeah.
Got on the bus back to my house, and then there's some woman sitting next to me in it, but she seen me get on to the bus with my luggage and stuff. She's like, "Where'd you come from?" I was like, "Africa," and then she's like, "Where?" I was like, "Gambia." She's like, "Same." She's like, Jamaican. So I'm thinking, like,
People
So
love it.
that's what they
People
call
love
it.
it.
Yeah, mini Jamaica.
Mini Jamaica.
So
It is
many
mini.
Jamaicans.
People there are speaking patois. You've never even been to Jamaica. Like, it is good.
Spice
Yeah.
But you know what though? I realised it, and I know a lot of Gambians know this. Like you guys know this as well. But Gambia's like the spot Jamaicans go to.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I think it's Gambia and Ghana.
Yeah.
That's their main location when they come Africa. Like they love
The
Gambia
Smiling
and
Coast
Ghana.
and the Gold Coast.
Yeah, they love
Definitely.
Gambia and Ghana. They love it.
But it's nice, like even when you're going on a flight, it's so diverse sometimes. On the
there was
flight.
a time I was on a flight and there were more non-Gambians than
Gambians. Yeah,
that's always though.
Yeah, always.
That's always the case, isn't it?
Like even when midday, you'll see so many people that are not even from Gambia, but it's nice. Like if people can go there and enjoy it, boost the economy while they're there. It's good. So if we're benefiting from it, then we might as well use that because it's really nice.
100%.
Okay, so growing up in London as young black men that grew up in London, how do you guys see like the whole knife crime situation? Has it ever affected you in any way, or have you like known anyone that's been affected by it?
I can't speak like too explicitly on it, but it's definitely affected me personally and like those around me, especially growing up in like council estates like all of us have. We're like used to hearing these things in the news, seeing it in our day to day, so it's definitely affected me. But I would say like being raised as like a Gambian and having like a Gambian background, it definitely gave me an advantage like other kids whose parents, I wouldn't necessarily say as strict, but like they didn't have like the morals that my mum had, like that she taught me as well. Like we were just raised differently, I think, as Gambians to the other kids. So I would say that was definitely a benefit in my situation anyways.
Yeah, definitely. Like I feel like Gambian morals, they're etched deep when you're being raised, like so it's like I realized Gambian parents, they're not strict at all. They're not strict at all. Just obey, like just listen to what they say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they don't force their children to do anything much. But like Sam was saying, is like growing up in a estate, it has affected me as well. Like I've lost some people to knife crime as well. But like I said, you can't speak too explicitly on it. But growing up in inner city London, it does affect your mental as well. Like it makes you paranoid. We might not know it, or some people like might not know it, but they are paranoid people. Like you can get PTSD like from just seeing certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like hearing certain things in your estate, or just hearing sirens every single day. Like you're numb to it. Do you know what I'm saying? You're numb to it. And also like seeing things on the news like a kid's just being shot in Harrogate or in Tottenham High Road or whatever, Hackney. It's like you're desensitizing. You're like, okay, again.
Another one.
You're like, okay, and then you ask your boys like, who is it? And he'll say, it's my man, and then you'll be like, that's man. You just go on with your day.
Because it happens so much.
I feel like it happens, innit? But I feel like in a city like London, it's bound to happen. It is bound to happen. Like London, New York, Paris, all of these places, like when you're institutionalized, it happens. When you're around these things, I realise as well in inner city London, everywhere we go, every other half mile you've got a betting shop. Every other half mile you've got a chicken and chip shop. Every other half mile.
It's the environment.
You don't really see no shops. Like,
you don't. Like Greater London, you barely see it.
Exactly.
If you're on the outskirts, if you're on the outer boroughs of London, you barely see these things. Like, but if you're in the inner city boroughs in London, you're just seeing a bet shop everywhere, seeing a chicken shop everywhere, you're seeing a pub everywhere. All of these things will make people like subconsciously.
It creates that sort of 100%.
So if you're seeing a betting shop, you're bound to gamble. If you're seeing a pub, you're bound to drink. If you're seeing a chicken shop, your diet's gonna be your diet's not gonna be good. So all of these things, like it contributes to how we are. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you think it like worries you if like you were to have a family in the future?
Yeah, most definitely. Like think about it all the time. Like, is it really like safe and logical to like raise your family in a city like London, where like possibilities are just endless of what could happen in terms of crime? So it's definitely something to think about. But at the same time, it's where I grew up. I'd like my kids to experience like how I grew up in a way. But it's definitely something you'd have to think deeply about.
I feel like if you have the support and if you're grounded, you can be fine. We came out all right.
We did.
I feel like it's because we're Gambians though.
Yeah.
But I feel like in
but at the same time,
there are
you can
some
say
crazy
that.
Gambians in London. Like,
even here in London as well.
Even here,
even here. But like a lot of the time, like from what I've heard here in Birmingham and stuff, like Gambians, like they are quite on the negative side. Like when people say Gambians, like they think negative of it. That's what I've heard anyway from like the other black communities in Birmingham and stuff. But like you were saying, like I was raised as a city kid. And I don't mind my children being city kids as well because I want to stay in London or move to another metropolitan.
City,
It's crazy. Like it's weird to imagine like what it was like for our parents, especially because they're new to this whole crime and everything. And sometimes kids don't listen, so you never know. And outside influences. So maybe it's just thanks to the sense of community that we have
as well,
and the morals that are installed in us. They don't. They like you said, they like to be listened to. So. Maybe for us it's just more communication and
Gambian parents, they're not forceful when they discipline their kids. They're not really like,
compared to the other disciplinary tactics I've heard from others.
Not all Gambian parents.
What do you think? Like you think like Gambian parents, they're not really.
I still got beat sometimes, but
it just depends.
It depends,
like most Gambians I know, they came out very well. So I'm thinking, how do these parents, like, you know what I'm saying, how do they raise their kids? Because Gambian kids are very good compared to
especially here in London, like
in London,
especially here in London,
Gambian kids will be like the same old as any other, like, do you know what I'm saying? But we're very disciplined compared to
we're very ambitious about what we want for our in our lives, so it's like everyone's so busy working towards something like
that also it's because like growing up in this city, it's like, how did you not turn out like that? Do you get what I'm saying? It's weird because most Gambians, they grew up in East or North London, East, North or South London, and those areas are like, do you get what I'm saying? They're not really, they're quite crazy in terms of like what's going on in terms of crime and stuff. So you're thinking, how did it turn out this good?
Alhamdulillah, innit?
Alright. So are there any last words that you guys would like to leave with the audience before we call it a day?
Nah, man.
Any messages for like young black Gambian men out there?
See you in Gambia 2019.
Yeah, man, definitely. Thanks to the girls for having us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Interesting episode.
Where can people find you guys on social media?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. That's Touray __. The Gambian spelling, not the Senegal.
Flashy Silhouette.
What about your podcast? Do you want to
plug the podcast?
Yeah, Cold Drinks and Conversations podcast. It's on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. You can find it on there.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much, guys. It's been an amazing one, and we'll catch up in Gambia in December.
Thank you for watching Xale, juk len.